Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, mid-tempo. The new course is available at Letsynthesize Academy.
Hey, Letsyn here, welcome to the new Synthesize Sunday episode. And today I want to show you a really cool way how to make a nice and unique intro, also American style bass or a clip like this. Always, you can grab this project from my Patreon below and click here for my academy. I have an awesome noise style masterclass and a new Matthew style masterclass is coming soon. Stay tuned, but right now let's jump into it. Yo, so here is this little beat once again. So let me show you one thing that I actually really love is this intro. I recorded my own voice, but I don't know, it somehow didn't work. Let me show you what I mean. Right, so this is my original voice here. I don't know, I don't like it. It doesn't have that very aggressive sound that basically metal singers or rock singers can produce, but I can't. So I went to Udemy, I guess this is how it is pronounced, and there are some really cool singers I can choose from. So I filtered by rock, and here is this guy. Very nice, screamy and growly sound. So I wanted that kind of sound into my voice that I just was not able to produce. So what I did is I chose this guy here. I dropped my own sample. It's called I'm Dan Larson. This is how it sounds. I'm Dan Larson. So I could choose the pitch. I'm Dan Larson. And I was like on +3. It was cool. So as you can see, I tried several instances here. The conversation strength is to 100 and I click on convert. It needs a few seconds. And here is the result. I'm Dan Larson. It sounds so cool. So it is still my voice, but you know, it applied that very nice growly and screamy kind of tone, also the guy's sound. So it is me, but it is still a different thing. So this AI stuff is very exciting in this particular example. So I downloaded that and dropped it into my project. And it sounds so cool. To me, it works a lot better than my own voice. Anyway, I had to process it a little, obviously, because without the process, it is too dry. So first I had to compress it really heavily. Then with the saturator, I added a little extra aggressivity to it. Sounds so cool, but I wanted to add some very out of this world sound by using very fast chorus. Then I wanted to go even crazier with the reverb filter. And an OTT at the end. So everything is in your face and very wet and very wide, and I would say out of this world with lots of voices, and I really love that. This tone fill at the end and this riser. The very simple sound. It's just a solve with unison voices pitching up. Reverse reverb that is coming from the main bass. So this guy. That is really Merikan style kind of bass. So Udemy is a really nice platform if you want to convert your own vocal or something that you found on the internet or purchase in a sample pack. And, you know, if you want to just add a different flavor to it. I really love the result that it gives. So for example, I could go with a female voice too. Let me convert it. Maybe it would work too.
I'm Dan Larson.
Anyway, let's go back to the bass because it is really cool. I love the drums here. Okay, so the bass, as you can see, we have a few effects here, but the main sound Right, so what I had to do is play around with the pitch track. So as you can see, I'm just using a saw wave with a sine wave. Both has 3 voices of unison with the sub, and I play with the band reject filter. Let me deactivate the effects here. Without the band pass. So when the notes go higher, the band reject filter cutoff goes higher too, having or creating a lot brighter kind of sound and a lot aggressive kind of sound at the same time. But you know, I had to distort it a little, creating that very nice aggressive kind of overtone to it with the chorus. And here comes the double notch filter that is actually important. Let me show you how it sounds without the filter. If I go to the note modulator, you can see that I play around with the cutoff and the frequency. So my goal was to have the lowest range of the modulation around my root note, that is in G sharp. And when it goes 1 octave higher, I wanted to have something that is closest to the top of the modulation. Why? Because this gives me a lot more flexibility, you know, to fine tune the movement. And this is where I play with the cutoff and the other cutoff for the double notches. Anyway, my goal was is to have a lot more aggressive sound on the higher notes, and on the lower notes a little duller, darker, more like a compressed sine kind of sound. But I didn't stop here. I wanted to have more aggressivity with the amp and more mids with an EQ, even more aggression with the wave shaper mode. Clean up the sound again. Let's use a phaser too, but only on the higher range of the sound. So as you can see, I modulate the dry wet knob, then kill the frequency sweeps. Okay, let's add another instance of phaser. Very nice, deep, growly kind of sound to it. Push everything up to the ceiling with the saturator and another instance of wave shaper to add even more aggressivity. And another crazy EQing to have the final shape for the sound or the final color. And some notch movement, as you can see here. And another rack to add a different color when I tweak this macro. So as you can see, I move it too. So this is a very cool way to add a different flavor on different notes. You know, almost like playing with a resampled kind of bass, but all this inside a cylinder, that is so cool. And after that, only a suit and a saturator and a sidechain here. But there is one more thing I needed to do, because this sound is almost in mono. I wanted to add some extra width to it, but this time only like this noise, you know, a sine compressed kind of noise. I use almost the same sound, but I killed everything on the lows and just kept the noise basically. And that is so cool, because altogether because the main sound is strong and mono, but also has this very nice stereo width to it. Then I had to add a few faceplant fills. And this screech was a vocal previously. I just had to distort it and add some peak where the fuzz distortion reacts so well and create some awesome overtones to it, like really a scream.